This graduation is dedicated to your legacy and perseverance. Graduating today doesn't mean life suddenly gets easy. It means you've proven you can keep going when it's hard. Resilient isn't about failure. It's about getting up when quitting would have been easier. Every one of us here has faced moments where doubt was louder than confidence, where giving up felt logical, but we didn't. We showed up anyway. Perseverance is choosing progress over comfort. It does the work when nobody's watching and pushing forward, even when the results aren't immediate. That's how real growth happens. As we move forward, let's be honest about the challenges ahead, but even more honest about our strength. We've already survived things that we once thought we couldn't. That's proof we're capable of more than we realize. Getting ahead doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means facing reality, learning from setbacks, and refusing to let them define us. So today we don't just graduate, we move forward with resilience, persistence, and we're ready. We'd like to thank everybody that came out here to honor these women graduating today. This group, like I said, was way more serious and committed to the work they had to put in. During our time that we did our group, we always set it off with setting goals. That's the first thing we do, set goals. And a lot of women hit their mark. 7 of them became employed by going through the program. All the women again got a financial coach from right back. Credit union was for a partner. We had our moments, especially when we would start the group off with our icebreaker with feelings. All right. I mean, that's a good icebreaker, and I told them I'd do it with the men because I go inside the prisons. And I don't mean to be facetious about it, but I'm like, listen, you don't have to be locked in mentally where you at. Like, and I told them it all starts with you. You want to be uncomfortable. You want to be uncomfortable because that's motivation. Don't let this place or this moment, your behavior define you. You will get past this. And it's personal for me being a restored citizen to also motivate them so they can come out, and I need their help. A lot of the women in here are mothers, and their kids need them. Like a lot of the fathers over there, they got kids. But it's a lot going on today in the world where we just can't compete with the internet. We just can't compete with it. My son, I mean, God bless him. But sometimes I don't understand. Yeah, I asked him, graduated, and I was asking him like, what are you gonna do? And we went back and forth. He didn't want to go to school. And he said, well, he finally came up with he's gonna go to the army. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And then so I'm thinking like, okay, he wanna get a trade. Go ahead. I said, so what you gonna do in the army? He said, I'm gonna be an infantryman. I said, infantry? I said, well, hold on. What you talking about? You gonna be infantry? I said, that's. He said, Dad, you don't even know what you're talking about. He said, man, I got 208 kids. I said, you got 200.
He's talking about what it did.
Yeah. He talking about it.
You know what?
So he feel that preparing him to go to war.
Oh, God.
No.
He will be defending our country.
Yes. So, needless to say, he went on though. I talked him out of that, but I said, well, you gotta take a test before you get in. It's an ACT test. See where you land at. So I'm like, that eased my nerves. But he did go on to go into the army. Yes. And me being out of my son's life, 11 years, just being there that moment to be able to have that conversation with him so he can reflect what he want to do. I want that for all restored citizens because they don't know. It ain't about the material things. It ain't about the money. Really, your child just wants your presence. Yeah. That's it. They just want your presence. And who better know that than the mother? All right, so in starting over here, women again are more nurturing when it comes to the child, and of course, in making the choices that we made, a lot of it stemmed from ACE. They learned what ACE is. A lot of us got mental health conditions. But if you address the trauma that you went through, you won't make that choice. And they learned it. I thought loud. I say loud in my mind, like as we was coming upon graduation, because we had people come in and speak to them. We had speakers like Miss Kim Graves. She came and spoke to one. That's another resource they allow to use. Who else did we have?
Shannon.
Yes, Miss Shannon Bradshaw from the Rise Court, Hamilton Court. All right, so, and OJPP. So these women do have resources now that they're connected to if they need. And one thing I didn't understand, I do have to let y'all know because we talked about books. I'm an avid reader, and I get them to get that. But their books were prepared today, so I will have to bring y'all books back. So, y'all got y'all bad book too. Got y'all bad book. It's a self-help book. It's a good book. All right. I was thinking about the speakers, and we did a lot. This class, we did a lot here. Like, we did the harvest, the Thanksgiving, and when I tell you, then people came in there and these women showed up. They showed up. We were floored. It was over 400 people. We ran out of food and they took everything. But that's what they're supposed to do. But when they was there on the scene, a lot of people gave them kudos for how they was at it. And then when we did the gift, that was another journey with children of incarcerated parents. And they were there. I mean, they looked at all that stuff and they was like, how are we gonna get this done? They were rapping. Got pictures for you. I'm gonna show you the pictures. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking about what speaker I can get for these women. And I went to an event last week. I was invited by the deputy director of ODRC, and it was about domestic violence. And towards the end, a young lady got up and answered a question. And when this young lady got to speaking, she was very articulate. She was very smart, and she had a demand in her voice. She had been up through a lot. And in my mind, I'm like, other than her being resilient and phenomenal, I'm thinking, that's my speaker. He said, oh, there she go. I said, oh, so we're going to do some work together. And I didn't know that the director had already told her, you need to give it 10. And today I brought her to you. And without any further thought, I introduce you to Miss Michale.
Hello, everyone. Hello. It is definitely a privilege and honor to be here with you all. Thank you, Tim and T, for inviting me out to be here and share a little bit of my journey and what I've been through and how I've been able to overcome some very challenging times in a short period of time. Before I get started, because I know how heavy my story can be, I always like to start with a quick breath work activity to help regulate your nervous system, because some of the things I might mention may trigger you. And I want you to be able to have this safe space where you to be able to go inward during this time together, and even after, for you to have this resource and this tool for you to be able to regulate your nervous system. So what we're going to do is just do a 4 12 box breathing. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. And then we're going to do that 3 times, okay? Y'all with me? Yeah. So everybody close your eyes. Breathe in. Hold for 4. Exhale. Breathe in. Hold for 4. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Hold for 4. And exhale. Sorry about my count was broke. Okay, okay, so first, I would just like to say I am super excited to be here with you guys today. I want this to be an open discussion. I don't like to just talk at people. So if y'all got something to say, just let me know and I will stop and answer any question. I also like to open the stage and say I am an open book, so no question will not be answered. I, tell it all. Because everything that I've been through and that led me up until this point is proof that each and every one of you can get through what you've been through and that you can reach whatever height that you desire to reach. And that's my ultimate goal. I want you guys to not only feel empowered and inspired, but also be able to see your future as something that's bright, as something that's achievable, as something that's different than what the path that you have walked for the period of your life that you lived. Your future can literally change after today. And I'm honored to be here and share my story with you guys and hopefully be a part of your guys' transformation. Because statistically speaking, I was not supposed to be here today. I was not supposed to be as successful. I was not supposed to rise beyond any of the statistics that were meant to define me. According to some of the statistics, children raised in a single family household are 5 times more likely to build a college. Less than 2% of two mothers earn a college degree before 30 years old. And babies born and growing often face a lifelong challenge with the odds stacked against them before they attain their birthday. Yeah, I came across an article, there was a research study, and they followed 110 babies born at the crash. It stated that only 6 graduated and were on the path to graduating college. That's 0.05%. So when I'm telling you guys that the sky is the limit, that you can beat whatever label, whatever statistic, whatever thing someone put on you, I am living proof that you can do it. See, the day that I was born, my mother had so much crack and alcohol in her system that the doctor refused to give her legal custody. I came into this world fighting an addiction, meanwhile other babies were just fighting their sleep. Because of this, my grandmother, she had to adopt. She had already taken in my 2 older cousins. She later got custody of my 2 younger siblings. So she raised 5 children that were labeled from birth. We grew up on the west side of Columbus, where statistics says that only 1 in 3 kids are going to make it out without being either dead or in jail by the age of 21 years old. So because of everything that I was going through, I knew that my grandmother wasn't my mom, but I also didn't know who my mom was. So coincidentally, when my grandmother got admitted to the hospital, I had to move in with my mom. She was a complete stranger. So that was about 9 years old when that happened. So I was introduced to a lifestyle that I was not used to. Because my mom was in Amethyst. She was trying to get her life together, but she wasn't in a position to take care of herself, let alone her kids. So I went back and forth from my older sister's house to her house, and I experienced abuse and physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm going through a life-changing experience, and I don't have a therapist, I don't have a counselor, I don't have nobody to talk to. The only thing that I could do was suppress it and go to school every single day and be the person that stepped up and out of my younger siblings and make sure that they got to school every single day. So I remember the days where I had to walk to the bus, and my mom was begging the bus driver to let us get on the CODA bus because we missed our school bus. I remember when the teacher pull me down into the basement in elementary school in 5th grade, and they're like, where's your mom? Who's your dad? Who's your sister? I'm saying here like, I don't know. I don't even know what just happened. Like, I don't even know this lady. Like, you're asking me all these questions, and all I knew was what happened in this house stays in this house, because if it don't, it's a possibility that y'all won't get killed. So I lied. And I made it seem like everything was okay. So now nobody's asking me no more questions. So I don't even have the opportunity to get help that I need, because I'm not even being truthful with my situation. But most importantly, the reason why I tell you guys that is because I wasn't being truthful with myself. So I want you guys to take a moment.
Anyone that's interested in music therapy is getting ready to start. Music therapy is getting ready to start. Thank you. Stay tight.
I want you guys to take a moment and ask yourself, what lies have I been telling myself? What lies has someone else told me that I believed and I internalized and I embodied, and I started to show up as that version of me that I don't even recognize? See, at 12 years old, I was placed in a position where I was just a kid, helping take responsibility of 2 kids in a household led by a kid. See, my oldest cousin of the 5 that my grandmother took in, she had to take us in when she was 18 years old. So because of that, we struggled severely. But I couldn't be the big sister that let my younger sisters down and my younger brother down. I had to be the one that showed them, we're going to go to school, we're going to get good grades, I'm going to play basketball. My mindset was, I'm going to get out of this situation by any means necessary. Not only for me, but I had 2 younger siblings that I had to look out for. I knew that my cousin couldn't be there as present as she needed to be because she had to work 2 jobs. And then her younger brother, who also was there, he wasn't trying to be in the house with us. That. So I'm like, I gotta figure it out. So 7th grade, I started playing basketball. And I'm like, this is my way out. So I need you guys to take a moment and ask yourself, what is your way out? And if you don't have one, you have skills, you have characteristics that you can develop, you have unique abilities, you have you are perfectly and uniquely made. You have a divine calling on your life, and it's all it's going to take is for you to go within yourself and figure out what that is, and continue to seek that within your heart. So for me, I thought it was basketball. Okay, I thought it was basketball, and I worked so hard to be the best basketball player that I could be. By my senior year in high school, me and one other girl made history at Briggs High School by scoring over 1,000 points. Something that had never been done before. I also had a full ride scholarship to play basketball at Outerbound University.
That's just good.
Yes. It was like a dream come true. Okay? I met the coaches, met the kids, walked the campus, met the team. But because there was a part of me that wanted to be seen, there was a part of me that was hurt. There was a part of me that felt abandoned and neglected. I made decisions that made that part of me feel good, because I was used to feeling neglected and abandoned. So I was making decisions to make me feel like that was okay. Yes. So it cost me my full ride scholarship, because 45 days before graduation, I found out that I was pregnant. Everything that I worked so hard for went out the window. And I knew I had to tell my cousin, because that's who I was still living with. But I knew she wasn't going to have it, because she took us in when she was 18 years old.
Right.
So once I told her, she gave me 2 options. I would say 2 options, but somebody was like, that is 2 options. I'm like, no, to me, it was 1 option. Because she told me, you're going to get an abortion or you're going to get out. And she knew I wasn't getting an abortion. So I decided to leave. So I was homeless, living house to house, sleeping in my car sometimes. And I remember the nights when I sat in my car and I questioned myself, is life even worth still living? But then I remembered that it's not about me no more. I gotta take care of my child. I did what I could to help my little sister and my little brother, but now I got a child that I'm bringing into this world. So my whole mindset had to change. And in order for my mindset to change, my behaviors had to change. So I had to stop hanging out with the people that I used to hang out with. I said, honey, we're gonna be friends and all, okay. but I ain't going to the club with you no more. Okay? I'm not getting drunk no more with you no more. Call me if you need me, but I'm going to college, okay? And I got me some friends that, well, actually, I got some friends, but they wasn't like close friends, but they was in college because we were studying. So I removed myself from environments that were not healthy. That was the first step. First thing that you got to do. If you want to change, you cannot think that you're going to stay in tainted soil and grow. There's no way possible. You're pouring acid on in your soil and think that you're going to grow into this big tree. No, you have to uproot yourself and go into a healthy environment. And if there ain't no other plants around, that's okay. You don't have to plant where everybody else is at. You can, my tree standing tall right here. Hay tree over there. Because if you don't, then guess what? The same people that pulled you down is going to come right back around and they're going to be like, hey, you know, let's just go out and have some fun. Oh, my fun don't look like your fun no more. My fun, I like reading books. If you don't want to read no book, then we ain't have fun, okay? So that's the first step. Remove yourself from those environments. Let them know respectfully. We still cool, okay? Okay. You want to get your life together, but we can come home and get our life together. We can be successful, okay? But you don't have to continue to go down that same road time after time after time after time. So I ended up growing into college because I didn't have no other choice. I'm like, either I'm gonna be out in the streets or I'm about to go get the Section 8 house so I can go to college and have housing. So that's what I did. I went to college, got into the South House. I enrolled into a real estate program. I ended up getting my real estate license in Ohio and in Florida. I practiced real estate for about 6 years. And then I ended up graduating with my bachelor's degree shortly after, my master's degree in about 5.5 years over, because I did not take no time off. They're like, you want to go in the summer? Yes, give me a full schedule in the summer. I don't want nobody to call me and say we going out anywhere. No, I got homework to do. I got assignments to do. I got to go to class. People got tired of me saying I got school work to do. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm making my schedule so compact that nothing that does not align with my future goals can fit in. Nothing. And that's how you have to operate your day, every single day. When I had gaps in my schedule, I had all the time in the world to get into trouble. But once I was like, I'm going to school from 8 to 2, I schedule my classes. Boom, 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 boom. I get out of school, gotta go get my daughter, take her wherever my her godparents is at or my sister's house, so I can go to work. Boom, go to work, get off of work, pick her up 1 o'clock in the morning, go back to school and do it all over again. No gaps. Because gaps will get you in trouble, okay? You're like, oh, what you doing? Nothing? Okay, I got something for you to do. No, you don't. No, you don't. So I tell you guys all of this because each and every one of you have the power to reclaim your story, to rewrite your narrative. You don't have to be that statistic. You don't have to go based on what somebody raised you to do. It doesn't matter what somebody thinks you are or who you are. People used to tell me stuff all the time. You're never too young or too old to start on the mission that God has put you on in this world. You're never too young or too old. But the reason why I wanted to share my side of the story is because there's an unfortunate side that also comes with what happens when you don't actually hear. He's the same little brother that I had to take responsibility. Watch here. He lost his life during a home invasion at 18 years old. One day he was here, happy. It was actually 3 days after his high school graduation. Planning his future. The next day he was gone. He became the 46th homicide in Columbus, Ohio. So when I tell you guys that 1 in 10 don't make it out, 1 in 3 was supposed to never make it out, those aren't just numbers. Those are lives. And if you don't want to be that next statistic, then it's time for you to take back your power, take back your control, take back your authority, and tell yourself that today is the last day. I'm not making no more bad decisions. And will things happen and come up? Yes. But that's why you gotta go back to your safe space and find that safe space within yourself and tell yourself everything is gonna be okay. And breathe through it and ground yourself. If you pray, pray. I'm fasting right now. I almost gave up. I'm like, God, give me the strength because I can't. Like, I want to eat. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Can y'all tell I'm fasting? That's the godly strength, okay? Sometimes you got to lean on God all the time. Really, you got to lean in on your Creator. That is the one thing that got me through all the troubling times. And even though I was maybe sometimes I'm like, God, you're doing like 5. Like, I felt like a little crybaby, like, why are you going at 3? And he's like, this ain't about you. I'm like, that's rude. It's my life. He's like, I need you to go out here and share your story. So you're going to have to hear. So I don't know who this is for, but you're going to have to hear. The world needs your story. Your children need the best version of yourself. But most importantly, you need to be the best version of yourselves. You don't have to be the person that feels like you have to walk around with the weight of the world on your shoulder every single day. You can feel light. You can feel full of joy. You can feel enthusiastic. You can feel happy. And sometimes I may feel foreign to some of us because we're so used to being treated like we're nothing. But I want to tell you guys that you are worthy. You are worthy for everything, to receive every single thing that is meant for you. Whatever that is. And I can't tell you what that is for you, but I need you to go within yourself to find it. Because at the end of the day, when I was in real estate, I was really successful. I'm getting all these calls and all these sellers that are coming in. They telling me all their life's problems. I'm like, man, I'm trying to sell a house. Like, you're coming to me, you telling me all this stuff about what's going on in your life. But I'm just trying to sell a house. But that was God's way of saying, no, this ain't about the money. This is about the mission. This is about saving lives. So what I find myself doing, coaching people through the call. By the end of it, they're like, oh, you know what? I don't want to sell my house. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I've made a good impact on you. And then I made me realize that a lot of the stuff that they were going through, I was suppressing. So after the conversation, I'm like, this happened with them, and I'm like, man, you start to reflect. I'm like, oh man, I thought that I was in real estate to make money. No, I was in real estate to heal, okay? I was in there to heal. That was the most transformative experience that I had, because you think that people are like, oh, I'm about to buy a house, and this, that. No, they're like, I'm going through a divorce. I lost this person. I'm going through pre-foreclosure. I don't have any money. I just got it. My friend got evicted, or whatever the case is. There's a lot of real life issues that people are going through. But I say all that to say, you experience it as a mirror and ask yourself, what do I need to heal within me? Why does this keep happening over and over and over and over and over? Because if something keeps presenting itself to you, that is a key indicator that it's trying to get your attention. It is not an indicator for you to run. It's not an indicator for you to act like it's not there. It's an indicator for you to say, I keep feeling abandoned. Let me explore this. I feel neglected. Let me explore this. And I'm not going to tell y'all that it's easy and it don't hurt, okay? I'm going to just be completely transparent and honest. Okay, it hurts. But that's what your soul needs. Your soul needs that nourishment. If you was like anything like me, I'm in the car crying for 4 hours straight, okay? Let it out. Whatever is bottled up, let it out. Tell yourself it's okay. Because my destination is this way, and I'm moving forward. So whatever is trying to pull me back this way, I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to uplift you. I'm going to empower you. I'm going to tell you that we can get through this. Cause my 8-year-old Michelle, oh, she wasn't playing. She the reason why I got into so much trouble, okay? Traumatized 8-year-old, angry, resentful Michelle, she got me in a lot of trouble. Okay? I had to tell that 8-year-old, listen, okay, I understand that we went through a lot. And you had to do a lot. But you ain't running the show no more. Okay? I'm not 8. I can't be making 8-year-old decisions because I'm gonna get into adult trouble now, okay? Right. So we're not doing that. Right. So whatever version of yourself you need to be with, be okay with being with that version of yourself. Be okay with sitting with that version of yourself. Be okay with talking to that version of yourself. If you need to journal, if you just need to just get into your thoughts, if you need to just flush it out, whatever you need to do, tell that version of yourself, I got you. You don't have to hold on to this pain anymore. You don't have to hold on to this hurt anymore. You don't have to continue to feel like this anymore. So I'll leave you guys with this. I don't know how much more time do I have. How much more time do I have?
You got 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll leave you guys with this. Every single day that you wake up is a brand new day. Brand new. Nothing that happened yesterday can define the trajectory of your future. Nothing. It already happened. So one thing that I tell myself is I move forward instantly with velocity in full alignment with my conscious chosen creations. What does that mean? You gotta make some conscious decisions. You can't keep going off of autopilot. One thing that I realized is that when I start understanding the brain and how it works, is that from the time you're born to 7 years old, your brain is in a state called theta. While you're in that brainwave frequency, all it does is absorb information based off of your environment. So let me tell you guys this. Fun fact, your thoughts ain't even your thoughts. Your behaviors ain't even your behaviors. Your actions and your attitudes, they're not even yours. They were programmed into your mind. So now you have to ask yourself, what did I see growing up? What did people tell me growing up? What was my experiences like? And that's the first thing that you can do to start taking back your power and your control. So I need you guys to take your right hand, put it over your heart. And we're going to make a declaration today, okay? Y'all ready to let go of all the things that's been holding you back? Are y'all ready to let go?
Yeah.
I
don't hear y'all.
don't sound like y'all ready. Are y'all ready to let go?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready to actually heal?
Yes.
Are y'all ready to go to the next level of your life?
Yes.
And are you ready to do it confidently?
Yes.
As the best version of yourself?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I need y'all to repeat after me. As of today.
As of today.
What is today? 15?
The 15th.
January 15th.
January
2026.
2026.
I will no longer
I will no longer
let the old version of myself
let the old version of myself
run the future version of who I am becoming.
run the future version of who I am becoming.
I'm going to show up as the best version of myself.
I'm going to show up as the best version of myself
Because I am worthy.
because I am worthy.
I am worthy
I am worthy
to receive the abundance
to receive the abundance
and the overflow that is destined for me.
and the overflow that is destined for me.
Okay.
Amen.
What I tell you? What I tell you? I just wish we had a mic. All right, because she's so soft spoken. But other than that, what I tell you?
She did that.
That she did.
She did that.
I mean, she did life.
Yeah.
Yes. Phenomenal. Let's give it up for Miss Michale. I mean, we might be on to something.
I got it.
This next person, I'm putting on the spot, but I told you when I bring y'all resources. This person too has overcome a lot. All right, and she accomplished and got her peer-to-peer certification. All right, she also participates and she cuts hair with the homeless. I just asked her to say a couple of things, and honor y'all. Miss Brittany, come up there. Let's go.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
You did amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell I'm fasting? We're fasting together. I felt your spirit when you were talking. You were great.
Love it.
Okay, so I am offering anyone a free haircut after this, or hair services, whatever you want. So I don't know, how long do I have?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay. So my name is Brittany, and I have a social and human services degree, a cosmetology license, and a hair coverage certificate. And so I partner with different nonprofits and homeless shelters, and I offer hair services. So I am offering you all the opportunity to get your hair done by me whenever you need it. So, yeah.
So how do we get in touch with you?
Come on, get our information.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you got access.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't trying to hold nothing from y'all. We get it all.
I'll let my hair get.
Yeah.
Yes, when you feel good, you feel good, and I'm all about that.
Absolutely.
So when we break bread, when we do the eating, y'all can sit. Y'all know how we do it, and y'all can get her information.
Okay.
All right, and she late.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this.
When we come to her, she comes in.
I am mobile. Yeah, I am mobile currently right now.
We're in the Alvis house, but I don't think they're gonna let her come do her hair.
Yeah,
So we gonna have to go.
They gonna have to make an appointment.
Yeah.
It's gonna get done. As long as they get her contact information.
Right.
As long as they get her contact information. I mean, that's just like since you next up, right? 3 minutes, right? They another person I want to introduce y'all that got resources, right? That helps. Is he like a mentor. I call him right? I met him when I was on the other side. And he seen what I was doing in there, and he was like, I don't know who this guy is, but we got to hook up. And since I've been out, we've been partnering and doing a lot of things together. And he can tell you better than I can, but he does have resources for y'all. Larry Malley.
No, all jokes aside, though, again, congratulations, especially to the graduates.
Thank you.
Congratulations for taking enough time.